Hello everybody, let's correct the homework first. 2x minus 3 squared minus 3 2x minus 3x plus 2. So as I can see, 2x minus 3 is a common factor. So I take it as a common factor and I open brackets. Now 2x minus 3 squared divided by 2x minus 3 is 2x minus 3 minus 3. 2x minus 3 and 2x minus 3 they cancel, x plus 2. Close the brackets. Now factorize inside the brackets, expand inside the brackets. 2x minus 3 minus 3x minus 6 equals to 2x minus 3. 2x minus 3x is minus x, minus 3 minus 6 is minus 9. For number 2, 16x squared minus 8x plus 1 minus 2x minus 1 for x minus 1. I need to factorize these three terms. Since they are three terms, I try to factorize them as perfect square. So radical 16x squared is 4x, radical 1 is 1. I take the sign of the second term, which is minus. Now I squared it and I check. 2 times 4x is 8x times minus 1 is minus 8x. So correct, I can factorize it as perfect square, so I can continue. Now 4x minus 1 is a common factor. And I open the brackets. I divide. Minus 1 minus 2x minus 1. Now 4x minus 1, I expand inside the brackets. 4x minus 1 minus 2x plus 2 equals to 4x minus 1. 4x minus 2x is 2x minus 1 plus 2 is plus 1. For number 3, I need to factorize these three terms. But the first and the third term are negative, so I need to take minus as a common factor. Minus, and I open brackets and I change the signs of all my terms. So 9x squared plus 12x plus 4 plus 3x plus 2, 2x minus 1. Now equals to minus 9x squared plus 12x plus 4. Radical 9x squared is 3x, radical 4 is 2, plus squared. 2 times 3x is 6x, times 2 is 12x, so correct. Now plus 3x plus 2, 2x minus 1. Now I take 3x plus 2 as the common factor. 3x plus 2, open brackets. I'm left with minus 3x plus 2 plus 3x plus 2 divided 3x plus 2 is 1. 2x minus 1, close the brackets and expand inside the brackets. Minus, so minus 3x minus 2 plus 6x minus 3 equals to 3x plus 2 minus 3x plus 6x is 3x, minus 2 minus 3 is minus 5, and I'm done. Okay guys, now I'm going to continue our chapter. I'm going to explain a new idea, which is taking minus as a common factor. Now, if I have a minus b and I need to take minus as a common factor, as we know, the minus as a common factor will change the sign of each term. So a will become minus a and minus b will become plus b, which is equal to minus a plus b is the same as b minus a. So if I have a minus b and I take minus as a common factor, it will become b minus a. For example, x minus 3. If I take minus as a common factor, it will become 3 minus x. Now, another example, if I have 2 a minus 4, it is the same as minus 4 minus a. Okay? Now, let's say I have a plus b, and I take minus as a common factor. Of course, it will not become b plus a. It will become minus a minus b. So the sign of each term will change. So for example, x plus 3, if I take minus as a common factor, it will become x minus 3. X will become minus x, and plus 3 will become minus 3. Now, and vice versa, if I have minus x minus 3, both positive, both negative, if I take minus as a common factor, they will become both positive, x plus 3. So the minus will change the sign of each term to become x plus 3. Now, where do we use these notes? Suppose I have to factorize the following expression. Suppose I have 2x minus 1, x plus 3, plus 2, 1 minus 2x, x plus 2. Now, as I can see, I need to find a common factor in order to factorize this expression. I don't have a common factor, but what I have here in the first term, I have 2x minus 1, and in the second term, I have 1 minus 2x. Now I can change 1 minus 2x into 2x minus 1 if I take minus as a common factor. So what I do is, I copy the first term as it is. Now, if I take minus as a common factor, I'm placing minus outside the parentheses. So plus, plus minus, plus, if I take minus as a common factor, the plus will become minus, because plus times minus is minus. 2, and 1 minus 2x will become 2x minus 1, x plus 2. Now I have a common factor which is 2x minus 1. So I can take 2x minus 1 as a common factor. I open the brackets and I divide each term. 2x minus 1 divided by 2x minus 1 is x plus 3 minus 2. 2x minus 1, 2x minus 1. They cancel. I'm left with x plus 2. Now I expand inside the brackets as usual. So it is x plus 3 minus 2x minus 4. Now 2x minus 1, x minus 2x is minus x, plus 3 minus 4 is minus 1. Another example, let's say I have to factorize x squared plus 2x plus 1 minus 2x minus 2 minus x minus 1. Now, first I need to factorize these three terms as usual. Since they are three terms, I need to factorize. I will need to try to factorize them as a perfect square. So I radical the first term. X squared becomes x. 1 becomes 1. Radical 1 is 1. Now I take the sign of the second term and I square. Now I try 2 times x times 1 is 2x. So it is correct. I can factorize it as a perfect square. Now minus 2 x minus 2 minus x minus 1. So now here I don't have a common factor. I have x plus 1, and here I have minus x minus 1. But if I take minus as a common factor here, I can change this one into x plus 1, since the minus as a common factor change the sign of both terms. So what I do is I take minus as a common factor for the whole term. So I need to place minus outside, and minus times minus outside is plus. So the minus, which is outside, change the sign of this one into plus. Now 2x minus 2. Now since I took minus as a common factor, minus x minus 1 will become x plus 1. Now I have a common factor, which is x plus 1. I open brackets, x plus 1 squared divided by x plus 1 is x plus 1 plus 2 x minus 2, x plus 1 and x plus 1 they cancel, equals to x plus 1 x plus 1 plus 2x minus 4 equals to x plus 1 3x minus 3. Now for our final exercise, let's try to factorize this expression. I have 2x minus 3 squared minus 3 minus 2x, x plus 5. In the first term I have 2x minus 3. In the second term I have 3 minus 2x. Now I can change 3 minus 2x into 2x minus 3 if I take minus as a common factor. Now 2x minus 3 squared. If I take minus as a common factor, the minus here will become plus 3, and 3 minus 2x will become 2x minus 3 equal. Now I have 2x minus 3 as a common factor. Now I open the brackets, 2, I'm left with 2x minus 3 squared divided by 2x minus 3 is 2x minus 3 plus 3, 2x minus 3, 2x minus 3, they cancel, I'm left with x plus 5. Now expand. 4x minus 6 plus 3x plus 15, which is 2x minus 3, 7x plus minus 6 plus 15 is plus 9. And I'm done. Okay guys, now we're going to have a homework. Factorize these three expressions, and we're going to continue our lesson tomorrow. Stay safe and good luck.